There we go. Full disclosure, I have actually opened this up already to take a peek inside, but what I saw, like the very first thing I saw, was so cool, I just had to stop it and start all over again, this time on camera. So everyone, hello, welcome to this video. This is my opening up and showing off of the Magnavox Odyssey 2. And I'm sure most of you have no idea what this is. Or actually, maybe not. Maybe if you clicked on this video, you already know what this thing is. But, okay. So let me preface this by saying the Magnavox Odyssey was the world's very first video game console. It released in 1972, 50 years ago this year. And it wasn't exactly a commercial success. It only sold a few 100,000 units, but hey, it was the best-selling console of its generation. This is the sequel to that. This is the Odyssey 2. Not a very original name, but hey, we have PlayStation 5 now, so who am I to judge? Anyway, this was a competitor to the Atari 2600. Basically, this is like one of the last consoles made before the original Nintendo Entertainment System. And you know what? It's actually a pretty good console for what it does. I actually have a whole ton of games for this already. A friend of mine in the Switch collecting group was selling off a ton of his old Odyssey 2 games, complete in box, in order to fund his Switch collection, and I ended up buying a lot of them. And I've been waiting to get an actual console to play them on. Priorities went to other things. Anyway, so I was on eBay a few days ago, and I was perusing, and I happened across this listing for a complete in-box specimen, and the box isn't in the best of condition, as you can see, but the box is there. So I added it to my watch list, and what sometimes happens on eBay these days is if you add an item to your watch list, the seller might contact you and offer you a personal discounted price on it. The seller reached out to me pretty much immediately with a discount on this, which was already a good price as it was, and I was like, you know what, it's just too good to pass up, too good. So I went ahead and got it. This is like I said, it is a competitor to the Atari 2600. The the old graphics that were a little better than Pong, but a whole lot worse than Super Mario Brothers, you know? Anyway, we got this beautiful complete in-box specimen. You could totally pause the video there. I'm recording in 4K so you can get the full deets on everything. Whoop. Sorry. You could totally pause the video and see what this might have looked like when you bought it brand new way back, and I believe this console released in 1978, I think. I could be wrong, but it's around that time period. It was between 77 and like 81 is when this came out, so like, man, like literally 45 years ago now. So, yeah, it's just a beautiful, it reeks with age, and that's not a bad thing. I love computer graphics from this era. Like, I love Tron, that kind of stuff. So, primitive computer graphics, I'm just a huge fan of. I love arcade games from this era, you know, Asteroids, Lunar Lander, stuff like that. Just so cool. Anyway, let's go ahead and open it up. And I love this because, let me just pan the camera up just a little bit, or try to there. That doesn't work very well, sorry. But anyway, you're just gonna have to trust me when I say that the lid of the box is still attached there at the back. You're just gonna have to trust me on that, I apologize. A man with a single tripod and no film crew can only do so much. Anyway, so there's the console. And basically, all that I had taken out before was this, which is the RF switcher. You need to plug the console into this, and then this into your old TV in order to get the signal in, as well as have access to cable. Also pulled out the power plug. Oh man, I'm not sure if I trust it with that much duct tape holding it together. We also have the old input cable. This is an RF jack. I'm pretty sure that I can make this fit into one of my TVs or VCRs or whatever. But that's as far as I got, because the next thing I pulled out was so cool. I was like, you know what? I need to show this off for documentation purposes. There's bound to be a few people out there who are as interested in this particular thing as I am. So this right here is a warranty notice for the Odyssey 2. Somebody purchased a 3-month warranty on it. But here's the thing, like, this would not have been included in this Unless you had the sales receipt. Oh man, there's no pertinent information on here, but look at this. Magnavox Parts Division, Magnavox Computer Electronics Company. Look, this is the order information for whoever bought this. They bought this for $24.95 on October 28. I wish that told me what the year was. But like, look at this. This is the actual invoice for whoever ordered this. That's just crazy to me. That's just crazy. I have a few like Wii games or GameCube games, you know, stuff like that, where like the receipt is in there from when they traded it into GameStop or something like that. But like, as far as I know, I don't have, nor have I ever seen in person, an actual invoice from somebody buying this. It's just so crazy to me. There's more. There's more. We've got this punch card here, which, you know, it's a punch card. This is way before my time. This is like the confirmation that it was properly examined and packaged. Like, they took good care to actually look at it before they shipped it out. And of course, the warranty. So here, in this little packet, we've got the owner's manual for the Odyssey 2. We've got iMagic. Oh wait, I think this is a little, okay, this is a catalog of all the different games that are coming out that you can play on this. That's so cool. I find it hilarious that, like, look at this. They advertise the Atari 400 and 800, like, competing consoles. The 2600 in there too, that's crazy. There's the owner's manual, like I said, and this is this another, yeah, this is another little catalog for you to see what all games are available. It's just insane to me. Then we have the console itself, which I'm going to have to take out myself. Hang on. Okay, I got it out of the box, and here it is. As you can see, all out. Comes with two controllers here. Looks like that's a video out. Oh man, it's one of these proprietary things. And it's hanging on by a thread there. That makes me nervous. I think I'll figure that out. But yeah, here's the Odyssey 2. That's where the cartridges go. It may look like it's like a typewriter or something like that. There's a very simple reason for that. It's because, like, that was like, they were trying to figure out how exactly game consoles worked. I mean, like I said, this was years before the NES came out. This was barely after video games even started existing. And they were trying to figure out, you know what, okay, you know, a joystick to control movement and stuff, you know, that's the normal Atari controller, sure. But what about if you wanted to play, like, computer games? Like, what if you wanted to play games that made you have to type out a word? Well, back then, rather than having you, you know, move left and right and press A on a joystick, they figured you could just type in whatever you want on that. Plus, it has a calculator, plus a whole ton of other stuff here. That's kind of funny how it says stop, turn off before removing cartridge. It's so funny, they had to actually tell you. There's the power button. Oh wow, that was pressed in actually, wow. I don't know if that was probably not supposed to be that way. Like, look, it's an actual power button. Like, you can press it in, and it comes out. Like, the NES is the only other console that I can think of off the top of my head, like, where you press it in and it stays in when it's on, and then you press it and turn it off. That's so crazy. That's like, man. But you know what? This doesn't even look like a console from the 70s either. This looks kind of more modern than that. Like, it looks like it could have been an 80s or even an early 90s console. Oh, there's the serial number there, which matches up with the invoice. That's just crazy to me. Man, I wish that there was something on here in the documentation that told me when exactly this was sold. They stopped making these when the game the video game market crashed in '83. I think maybe they stopped even before that. So at the very least, this thing is 40 years old. I'm going to struggle hooking it up to any of my stuff, but I'm going to try. Before I do, though, here's one of my Odyssey 2 games that I have. Like I said, I have several, and this is one of them. This is Casey Munchkin, which is basically a Pac-Man clone, and by clone I mean it's actually just Pac-Man. But yeah, this is how the games were released. They came in these nice big boxes with the flap that opened up, and you could take the cartridge out, and it fits in there just like that. And then just takes it out. This handle is actually really, really nice. I know people hate on the Jaguar for having a handle, but for here, it makes a whole lot of sense. I mean, hey, it gets really far in there. Like, holy cow, that gets far in there. So, hey, a handle to pull it out that fast just makes sense. So, yeah. Enough of that. Let me go ahead and try and set this up. Alright, here's what's going on. So this is the video out, and what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to connect it into this box like so, just like that, and then you've got to connect the box to your TV using these little hook things. AVGN hates these, and unfortunately I don't have a TV or a VCR or anything that supports that. So I'm kind of screwed. Now what I did for my 2600 is I bought a little adapter that just turns this into an RF cable like this. This actually came with the Odyssey, and it looks like whoever got it before me had this little device here that has the same little hook things. I guess they had a way of connecting this to that to hook into a TV. I'm not going to do that. That takes way too much work. So what I am going to do, though, is I am going to get a little device that I can connect this to. Here, I'll go ahead and show you, actually. It's this. This is called a spade connector. And you can see these two screws. That's where the hooks plug into. And there's a little port right there for you to use your RF cable with. So I'm going to go ahead and order one of these real quick. And when it arrives, I'm going to finally be able to plug my console in.
2 days later.
Alright, it is 2 days later, and got this package from Amazon, which hopefully has the solution to my little hookup problem. Yeah, that looks like it's exactly what I ordered. Yep, there we go. So, this is exactly what I need. From what little I researched about this, it looks like it doesn't matter how you hook this up. It could be that way, it could be that way, but I think that this way makes more sense, at least to actually put it in. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. And there we go, all screwed in. Now we're able to connect that to an RF cable. Also, I did some research on the plug, because this thing, I don't know if it works or not. In any case, I'm very, very scared that this could be a fire hazard. I don't care if it is original. It's something's loose in there. It's being held together by literal prayers and duct tape. So I would like to get a replacement. And from what little Google searching I did on it, I came across the fact that just a regular NES plug will work just fine. In fact, this isn't even an NES plug. This is one that I bought for my NES, and it works good. And it comes with not one, but two connectors on the end to fit an NES and a Sega Genesis. So, as I understand it, this should work just fine. So until my replacement plug comes in, I'm not using this, but I will go ahead and use the plug that I've been using for my NES. And with all that, let's go ahead and hook this up, see if it turns on. Alright, I apologize for the Gorilla film style here, but I tried to plug in my TV, my VCR to my Elgato in order to record the feed directly of this. However, for some reason, the TV didn't like that, so I can get a direct feed, but the input lag makes it pretty much impossible for me to use. So I'm sorry for it, but I'm sure you guys won't mind. Anyway, I've got everything hooked up, and now time to turn it on. Oh boy. Wow, that is staticky. Wow, okay. Well, it works. Hold on, let me mute that. Wow. It works, but man, that's loud. Okay, where am I? Okay, yeah, it's working. Okay, I have the controller in hand now, and I am playing the game, or trying to. Wow, okay. Well, it's good to know that everything works correctly. I mean, the static is annoying, but it's kind of unavoidable. just because of the RF signal. The sheer amount of stuff that I'm daisy chaining in order to get a signal at all. Like, seeing this in person, I definitely want to mod this for composite or even RGB, I don't know. But anyway, that's Munch's Odyssey. If I hit the reset button, it goes back to the main game, and then it says select game. And if I were to press, I pressed 1 before, if I press 2 now, it's technically a completely different game with a different layout and stuff like that. That's kind of cool. Well, I do not know where I'm going to cut that off, but I went on recording for quite some time, and the picture never improved, and it was really hard to record. And I actually ended up recording the outro to the video as well, but then I decided for the fun of it to plug it into my CRT, and wouldn't you know it, that looks amazing. Looks really, really nice. You could definitely still see the snow, especially if you're watching this in 4K. But man, it looks a lot better. I mean, there's actually colors in all this and all that stuff. Look at that. You actually get, let me go ahead and move this closer actually. You actually get some color in this. Isn't that nice? Let's go ahead and select game 0. Yeah, isn't that a nicer looking picture? You know, I should really go ahead and turn up the volume on the TV as well. I do not have a remote, so let me go ahead and I just gotta sort of eyeball that, hope that that's good. Oh, there we go. It reeks with age. It's beautiful. Wow, like this game actually has color. It looks so cool. So if we hit the reset button on the console and then hit the 1 button, it's a completely different layout. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Maybe a little too loud. Oh man, that looks so much better than what I was doing. And of course, since it's a CRT, that means that there's no input lag whatsoever. Really cool. Let's go ahead and get that ghost. Just like in Pac-Man, they change color when they become ghosts. There, we got every single palette. Oh, let me try and get this one. There we go. All right, not bad. That was Casey Munchkin on the Odyssey. From what I've heard, it's definitely one of the best games on it. Let's go ahead and try out another one. This one is 2 games, actually. Blockout and Breakdown, which I'm 99% sure is just Breakout. We'll see. Alright, I've got this one in place, and, let's see. I believe if I hit 0, there we go. Oh man, look at that. Yep, this is Breakout. Oh, I've got to press 1 in order to start. Okay, this is just... Look, I'm not pressing anything, okay? And the game is just playing itself. Very good. Yeah, this is just Breakout. Classic arcade game. Let me go ahead and press 1 and get started. And now I am controlling it, and... Wait, what? What the... I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing here. Oh, what the... What? I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. So when I move the joystick, the blue man moves. When I press action and move the joystick, the red man moves. I don't quite understand. So let me go ahead and reset it and start moving. Okay, now... Okay. Oh, geez, what in the world? Okay, I chose game 2 this time, and now I can control this, and that thing just went straight through everything. Look at that! Oh my goodness, it's going through everything! It's like a Powerball, except I don't win $100 million. And I'm cheated. Okay. I'm sure that I can get used to that after some point. Alright, next up is this game called Pickaxe Pete. And it says expanded memory. Hopefully that means that it's a cool game. Okay, it's a platformer. It definitely feels a lot like Donkey Kong. I've got an axe, and I can hit just about anything. Looks like I can go up these ladders. Not exactly sure... I'm not exactly sure what the objective is. But I can move in all directions. I can use the ladders to go up. It looks like I've got a little bit of a jump button. Actually, I don't know. Not really. That can squirm. Again, I'm not entirely sure what the objective is. Oh, I lost my pickaxe! What? How did I lose my pickaxe? Just gonna go until I get a game over, I assume. If I hold the up button, nothing happens. Not entirely sure what I'm doing here. Maybe after playing this for a while, I'd get more used to it. Or not. I really don't know what I should be doing here. Not a clue. Okay, let's try one more game here. Cosmic Conflict. Select game 0. Nothing's happening. Game 1, nothing. Okay. Oh, and the screen just went blue. That's always a good sign. Let me try adjusting the cartridge here. Well, that's not working. Try that again. Still not working. Now it is red. I've never seen this color red on a CRT before. That's interesting. That's a test pattern. I've got a test pattern here. I also just realized you can totally see the ceiling fan right there. I'm sorry about that. It can't be helped. Oh, so close. There we go. Okay. Honestly, that was so much fun on its own, just seeing what all kind of images would show up. Okay, here we go. Says alert. Oh, that's a starship, and we're dead. What the? I'm moving my joystick around, nothing's happening. Is this the sort of thing like you press the buttons on the... What am I supposed to be doing here? What the... Well, one good thing about old games, they come with instruction manuals. Let's see how this works. Well, something's supposed to be happening according to the manual, but nothing is happening, so, I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm moving my joystick in all directions, I'm pressing the action button, nothing is happening. Clearly this game is, busted. Either that or, hold on, I just realized. You can push that in. Is that supposed to happen? Anyway, I don't know if the game is busted or what, but yeah, I am unable to do anything. I've tried that. I pressed all the buttons on here, except for the reset button, which I just did. Nothing is happening, so... I don't know what to do. So I guess that's just gonna bring my, Odyssey 2 video to a close. This has been a whole lot of fun, even if I don't know how to play most of these games. But you know what? I now own an Odyssey 2, and I have tons of games to play on it. Maybe I'll even get good at them at some point. Hope everyone enjoyed the video. Oh man, apologize for the guerrilla-style filmmaking once again. But man, this is a great console. I'm so glad it works. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna... It just did that. I'm going to have fun with this, I think. Anyone, thanks everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more. What? What? What?